Let's ride! It's time for a 3-round mock draft here in the Sportsocracy with the Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos.
They got 2 picks in the 3rd round. The first one coming up at number 68. Obviously, with having traded your first 2-round picks to for the Russell Wilson trade
That's
to
aging
Seattle.
well.
Yeah, how are you going to address the needs that this team has with not primo draft capital?
Well, I mean, I feel like they've done a good job of that in the offseason. I feel like you got the line taken care of as well as you're going to. I mean, I can't tell you you're going to have the best line in the NFL, but I think you've done a nice job. And you've kept the playmakers around. There's been a lot of talk about Jerry Jeudy, a lot about Cortland Sutton. They're all still there. So for me, I'm coming up with these 2 picks in the 3rd round. I need an edge rusher, and I need somebody that plays in the middle of this defense. Well, ironically enough, that's exactly what I gave you.
So with their first pick at number 68 overall, the 2023 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select
Andre Carter II, edge out of Army. I have a theory with this kid. We were so high on him coming into the year, there was nothing he could have done that could have lived up to it. And look, that Army roster it's slightly different than if he played at Liberty. This is the only player on this roster that is even in the lexicon of the NFL. And every team they played knew it. So the tape wasn't as good this year. Combine kind of left, and the workouts kind of left something to be desired. I still watch the tape on him and go, he's going to be a good pass rusher in this league. I mean, he's a little tall. I don't love that he's 6'6". That's because I've just always been of the belief that really tall edge rushers are easier to get into the pad level. But 6'6", 256, he ran stupidly slow, and that's what pushes him down here.
How much stronger can he get, though? I've seen that as a common knock against him.
I mean, I think it can be. All right. I don't get to go through this theory very often. All right, so a lot of people hear Army and they go, well, he works out all the time because he's a – yeah, they're not trying to make him the Hulk. They're trying to get him in really good cardio shape. So he's pretty lean. He can get markedly bigger. I mean, for whatever reason, people treat playing at the naval or the military academies like they did 3 years in prison. No, he's not just sitting there lifting fucking weights all day. I mean, it's a completely different – it's a different cardiovascular routine than you're going to get in the NFL. Is this kid raw? For sure. For sure he is. He hasn't played a high level of competition, but the just what I see on tape, he is really fluid in space. He is a really good pass rusher. Is he ever going to be 3 down? I don't know. That's why you're getting him in the 3rd round. If I knew definitively he was going to be a 3-down guy, he'd be at the back end of the 1st, beginning of the 2nd. Then he runs the 4.9. I've never thought he was a 4.9 guy on tape. Hell, one of the things in my scouting report is how fluid he is in moving in coverage and how fluid he will be as an outside linebacker in the NFL. The run shocked me, which when I see those, that makes me go back to the tape and go, okay, what am I missing? Oh, here's what I'm missing. He didn't run well. You know how some people don't test well because they're really bright and then they get a 42 on a test? Well, it's kind of the same premise. I love this kid. I think he's going to be really good in this league. I mean, he was number 13 on Bruce Feldman's freak list. And then he runs a 4.9. So you take 4 years of tape and go, well, piss on that because he ran a 4.9.
Right.
Get out of here. Good player, would be a great value, and I think Sean Payton is going to see that.
At number 69, back-to-back picks here for the Denver Broncos.
This is a guy that he showed up at the combine and he just looked gigantic. You know why? Because he's 6'3", 335 pounds. Siaki Ika, defensive tackle out of Baylor. I don't know 100% what he's going to be in the NFL.
Really damn big.
In the words of the great Ric Flair, he's a big damn dude.
Right.
He's a better pass rusher than people make him out to be. I hear this thought with him that he's only going to be able to play the first 2 downs. He was a better pass rusher at times than he was anything else. My fear is that I don't know that he's great at anything. He's going to need to be coached up. I mean, play a fun game. How many snaps did he play his entire career? You've heard the name Siaki Ika for many years.
Oh, yeah.
Played 41 games in college. How many snaps did he have?
1,200.
You're close. 1,242. 41 games. What? Do the math on that. He averages about 26 snaps a game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big knock, is that I don't know that he's ever going to get to an athletic spot where he can hold up to 50, 55, 60 snaps a game. I'm also not sure that I care, because he's just another weapon that I'm going to throw in the middle of this defense. I feel like he's been pushed down because he wasn't what you expected him to be. Well, I mean, the Baylor team was not – it was the ham sandwich of college football. Yeah, they can contend with high-level teams. They can beat a high-level team here or there. There's nothing flashy about them. There's nothing sexy about them. But at the end of the day, he's the best he's the best nose tackle in this draft, not named Mozzie Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And so to get him here in the third round would be great value for Denver, because to me that's one of the biggest needs on this team.
All right, so there you have it. Andre Carter, Siaki Ika, focusing everything on bolstering the defense.
And I look at that and go, okay, that defense is mean. That defense is mean as it is. You add 2 extra pieces to it, and I'm sure somebody will say, why'd you not add something to the offense? Because the offense all hinges on Russell Wilson anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If Russell doesn't improve, then all the rest of this is just window dressing anyway. But you brought in Sean Payton, and now I look at that offense a little differently than I did. I would look to add another receiver down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Greg Dulcich, so that's the reason that I didn't go tight end.
All right, your 3-round mock draft for the Denver Broncos in the books. Many more to come.
We got 2 more coming. If you like these picks, if you hate these picks, feel free to throw that in the comments. I answer all of those. We will have my A-plus mocks starting over the weekend. That is in a vacuum, looking at the guys you've talked to, things I hear, people that you're interested in. This is the best that your draft could look. We will put those out all next week. Then we will put out my projection for the 2023 NFL Draft the week of the draft, before we cover every pick live right here in the Sportsocracy.
Like the video, also subscribe to the channel, share it out with your friends as well. We will be your Draftmas Central here for the next few weeks. And yes, every pick of the 2023 NFL Draft covered live here in the Ingles studio.
Oh, Draftmas tree, oh, Draftmas tree.
This is the Sportsocracy.
How lovely are thy prospects.